This video will contain spoilers. Before I actually get into the review, I just want to quickly talk about an email I got last night. Um, so a video I uploaded in December 2022 has been taken down for copyright. This is the first time that any of my videos, whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, has been copyright striked. Usually I've just got copyright blocked where it's like, oh, you're not going to make money on it, which doesn't affect me because I already don't make money on them. Or we've blocked it in literally every country except for the one that you're in, which, okay, whatever. And I looked to see what it was that they took it down for. It's because I used footage from Dude Perfect. And, I just want to know, why did it take them a year and a half to do this? Because I think it was like an automatic thing, not just someone saw my video and took it down. And two, what is copyright about Dude Perfect? Because the only thing I could think of was that they used a song in the background of one of the videos, because this is one of my nostalgia videos, and this was before I started like pausing. The same way I do for my takes. Because like you have the video and you have the music. If it was the music, that's a bit bullshit, because what makes them have the right to use that song, whereas I don't? And I say in the video, they give credit, like they say the name of the song and the artist and all that in the video, and since I'm showing the whole video, I'm showing that bit off as well. So don't, if you want to take me down for using that song, take them down for using that song. But no, because I used footage of their video. And I think it's because they recognize themselves as a brand when they don't exactly do much. These guys just sort of make videos where they do impressive stuff, like heading a goal with like a football goal from a kilometer away. So they're not a brand, they're just a bunch of, I think these guys are in their 40s now, but they act like they're in their 20s, which is a bit cringe. And before anyone says that I'm jealous that they're making millions off of doing this, whereas, I work part-time and I earn no money off of YouTube, well, I don't want to earn money off of YouTube, and I'm not in this for the money. So I'm not jealous of them. I just don't think they should have the right to take down my video because I used their video, especially since I paused it and gave my takes on it. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with what I did. Anyway, Kinds of Kindness. Universally positive rating, so I watched it in the cinema. Directed by Yorgos something Greek. Starring Emma Stone, Margaret Qualley, Jesse Plemons, Hunter Schafer, Willem Dafoe. I don't know about Keke Palmer. She wasn't given credit, at least. I did no research going into this. I don't even think I seen the trailer. I think I heard about it a couple months ago. Like, oh, the guy that did Poor Things has a new film coming out in the summer with a couple of the cast from Poor Things. And I was like, what the? It's only been like 6 months. Like, how could he have a new film out? And then when it came out, it's on for nearly 3 hours. Like, what? I get there could have been delays from either film because of the strikes, but it seems weird to have, I don't remember how long Poor Things is, but I'm pretty sure it's like 2.5 hours. and then another film which is nearly 3 hours, back to back like that. um, I also didn't expect this to be an anthology. I thought that based off of the title, excuse me, that the whole plot would have been that first story, because I felt like Kindness and Kindness meant the way that Willem Dafoe's character in the first story is very generous, but it's unconventionally generous. You know, a different kind of kindness, if you will. But then, you know, it gave the credits, and I was like, this definitely isn't anywhere near over. But I do like the fact that it does that, and I thought just they'll give the credits there, and then they'll just continue. But then, you know, it was like it switched. But like first story, I thought was really interesting. Like they could have made that into a whole film, I think. The second story was good, but it feels like it's been done before. I can't remember by what though, because it's just like Jesse Plemons is mourning his like the loss of his wife. She comes back, but she's different, and he thinks that he doesn't want to say that it's like aliens or anything, but based on what he says, I feel like that's what he thinks it is. And then the third story, I felt a bit disappointed by. I felt like they could have done a bit more world building, but I do get that they leave it open ended for, you know, what your interpretation of it would be. I forgot what I was gonna say. With everything that we've had recently, Megan, Saltburn, Poor Things, all that, I want this to get attention, because I want this to be recognised as like the best dance out of all of them. It's the fact that Emma Stone just starts dancing after she finds the person she's looking for in the third story. Like with something like Megan, there's an importance to that, because she was trying to provide a distraction to the guy, because everything is perfectly timed, because she is an AI. She's able to do that. But this, there's no reason for it whatsoever, and it's just so abrupt. And she has the moves. I know it sounds cringe, but just I needed to get that off my chest. I know it says it's a dramedy. It doesn't really feel like it. Like usually I'll laugh at some pretty tragic things, but I didn't really find this film funny. I thought maybe you're supposed to laugh at like the scene immediately following the dance where the girl that she was looking for immediately dies because Emma Stone can't fucking drive. Or the the absurdity of all the sex on. Well, speaking of, I told Ginger about this. I was like, "Oh, it's the Donald exclusive." He was like, "Fine. I don't want to watch Emma Stone naked anyway." I was like, "Well, let me look up what is in this, like, sexually." and I looked it up, and I took a screenshot of it, and it's like, I didn't exactly read it, but I just saw that there was quite a bit. So I put that in, and I said, maybe it's not Emma Stone. It could be Margaret Qualley, and I was right. Like, she does a nude scene in this, which I found that quite shocking, because, she was in The Leftovers, which I fucking love that show. She did, like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Drive Away Dolls, a few other things. Never did a nude scene, and I thought, right, she's probably not going to do one, especially since she's married now. But maybe this is, like, the last thing she does before she turns 30, and she just wants to, like... I don't like it when they act like 30 is old. um, the way that they're able to transition abruptly from one story to the next, where you're used to having, say, Willem Dafoe as a billionaire of some kind, to him being just a dad, to him being the leader of some sort of cult. I don't want to call it a cult, because it could just be like a what's the word? Commune. But by that world building, I just don't know. So cultist is just coming to me more naturally. They're able to do that, and it's abrupt, but it's not like, I don't understand. I think that's everything. Oh, I don't get if there's supposed to be a point to this film, but if there is, I don't understand the way that they sort of get to the point, because there's a couple of recurring things in each story. Emma Stone seems to have dreams. Emma Stone doesn't eat fish, or no, something like that. Shit, there was like another one or two. But it's just, there's a couple things that, like, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but there are a couple things that appeared in every story, and I don't understand if that was coincidental or it was intentional. If it's intentional, then why? Because it's not like it's anything important. It's just the fact that Emma Stone has a dream. Emma Stone doesn't eat fish, stuff like that. I'll look that up.